Scarlett McMasters. The history of the Republican Party in my family is one of the founders documented by newspaper clippings. My mother's grandmother, my great-grandmother, Molly Hobron, traditional and owner and possessor of Waikiki, Hobron Lane, Kalia Road, mother of Lipia Spinda brothers and my grandfather, Leonard Spinda. Now, I've come full circle upon my odyssey. Now, at 19, I gave my heart to Jesus Christ. And that was the start. And I confess that I'm a born-again Christian and a Protestant. And I was obedient to full water baptism, such as instructed in the Bible in the second chapter of Acts. A full gospel Christian I am. I believe in that the faith it takes for you to be saved, so shall you be healed. And that's what's taught by the Apostle Paul of the Bible. My grandmother, Jenny Young, out of Buddhism tradition, a full-blooded Mongol, Chinese woman, and Cantonese speaking woman, was an apostle beyond anybody's imagination. Through the course of her day, if a man was bent over because of his infirmity, as she laid her hands on him, in the name of Jesus, he was healed. Her faith was in the power of the supernatural miraculous, none like I haven't ever seen in my life. But then as a child, I witnessed her prayer life. Up she was at 4 a.m., into her spare bedroom, crying and weeping, and I listened. The door was shut. Memorizing scriptures and loving her Jesus. So anything in life is what you spend your time, is what your outcome shall be. It's all about mathematics. Men understand 1, 2, 3. Women understand ABC, paragraph. I understand, Kamehameha Schools, when you say in the paragraph form that I own $11 billion, in the paragraph below, you couch it to say that there's $9 billion? Well, give me the 1, 2, 3 spreadsheet and I'll tell you what's coming down. When I wear a pink Chanel, you're going to be canned. That's job loss. If I wear black Chanel, I'll be residing over your funeral. I'll be direct. Yes, I am a Kamehameha. Yes, I worked for Clement M. Judd part-time to pay my tuition because I was enrolled at the School of Business at the University of Hawaii, Travel and Issue Management. And historically, Dr. Judd was in the cabinet of my ancestor, Kawikeo Oli Kamehameha III, son of Kamehameha the Great. So this is who I am, and that's why I know there's so much rebellion against me, but I'm fully cognizant of it. And Mo'o is Satan in the Bible. Dr. Richard Thomas Gibson is Mo'o. And the Mo'o people, they call themselves that, the drug lords, the hoodlums, all the indigent dregs of society, worship Obama. Barack Hussein Obama is Lucifer. And I was born to identify the commanders of hell, and they've just been revealed. And Hillary Rodham Clinton is another kill commander. It's evident. You go to YouTube, she published her depopulation plan for Americans. It's plain from her heart of diabolical death and destruction. So I represent the empire of Jehovah God. Yes, I do indeed. And I am full of truth, and consider myself a truth commander. The truth shall prevail. And that in the end, that there should be world without end. This is the first phase of my work, to identify the commanders of hell and to inform world leaders this is who they are, and they're the ones that are going to come to take off your heads and steal your bank accounts. Your Majesty, King Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, these are the ones. And whether it's Putin and you're generous and to give your sons training to be world leaders and sending them out there, but be informed Putin is your enemy as well. For if he intends to send airstrikes to Israel to annihilate Israel, you know that if he started in Syria right now, you're all nearby, you're all neighbors, so close to each other. that he is coming for your annihilation. How do I understand this? It's foretold in the Bible. But it's obvious his intention is. Once upon a time, I saw a Russian MiG at an air show at Salinas, California. It was couched as a cultural exchange, and there were cheap Russian trinkets they sold for $1. But nonetheless, I've never seen a fighter jet as such as a Russian MiG. In defiance to its enemies, it does a pose like this, and it's called the Cobra, and it strikes. And the pilot's able to hold it for quite a long time. It had some amazing photographs. So, last winter, in the presence of His Majesty King Abdullah's whole entire royal family, there I find myself in my everyday hangout, where I take my beautiful Maltese mixed dog that I adopted from the Humane Society Silicon Valley Milpitas, Isabel Kahala, for her snack and her daily walks. And then wisdom is knowing the who you are presented before. So I did my campaign wearing my Goddess Toolkit Fashions Tommy Bahama in the dead of winter last year in San Jose. Isabel wore her Tommy Bahama dress, and so did I, because we were on a mission to get my name out, because I knew I was before world leaders and kings of the earth, so that they would know my name. Because in any political successful triumphant win, such as the 2016 United States presidential election, it's all about name recognition. So I set forth to be Lois Lane. Well, at 2 years old, I did an experiment. I gathered lizard eggs. They're wide, gecko, size of M&Ms. Took out my magnifying glass, and they cooked. It was outdoors in the sun until all the guts were bubbling green goo. Then I knew one day I had to be Lois Lane, because I knew I was born to slay a dragon. And I was only a baby at 2 years old. And my baby teaching tool was Princess Knight cartoon, which you can find at YouTube. Princess Knight, the Flying Horse, or Princess Knight, Episode 1. Amazing Japanese animation in the 1960s. Taught myself my destiny to slay dragons was what I really loved to do, even as a baby. So at 14, I was into fencing at Kamehameha schools. A mere 85 pounds at the most, but with a sword in my hand and the dancing feet I have, I think I was okay. So by 18, I was a hula champion. With hula, all I wanted to do was dance hula. So we won Kahiko that year. For Halal Mohale Lima, I was a member of Mapuana de Silva Salao, because since I was 6 years old, I had studied hula with a master whose name still is upon the lips of everybody in his town, Maikiayu Lake, hula master. My mother was her business manager. Yes, she was. We helped. My mother helped Auntie Mikey financially behind the scenes, and her two daughters, Colina Yu and Miss Karen. So I've never been a Miss Hawaii, and I never hoped to have been one. That wasn't my calling. But I'm attempting to improve my image, and I have. I'm 53 years old, and I don't lie about that. But so that this global publication that I'm amassing through I've entered the web, and my web picture I wanted to achieve with my espresso fur coat, the King's speech look of the Queen Mary, with my cloche hat and pink suiting underneath the underneath the fur coat. So with this global, as Lois Lane, really I am. I'm written for Huckabee. I've written a piece for Wall Street Journal and The Economist. And I'm on the move, and I'm really a political savvy person. More than anybody could know. And I feel it's my training in ancient history studies before the internet at San Jose State. I took a few graduate courses in the MA program too at San Jose State. And for one assignment a week, So if you have 3 graduate courses and carrying 9 units, you're reading 3,000 pages a week. So I walk around with no pen or pencil because I practice my speeches and I have my whole life. So I'm not talking to myself like a wicked idiot in my room. I am honing down my communication talents. And that's what I've accomplished. And so, Your Honor, J. Michael Seabright, you have a wonderful opportunity and many good people that are hearing about your name. President George H.W. Bush and me. My opinion should be, if you find me in your heart, I'm loving you. But it is your choice. I never intend to shackle anyone. That's just beautiful gifts I want to bestow upon you. It's your choice to receive. And once I find the right person, so I'm doing a search, yeah, I'm honest, I will lavish you with my love forever, because I'm only into spoiling everybody I love. That's all I know how to do. I know no other way. So God bless you, and God bless America.